We celebrate National Dairy Month with 200 of our favorite Holsteins. An international partnership will focus on increasing winter wheat yields, and AFBF wants the EPA to steer clear of repealing a popular rule. I'm Janelle Brose, and this is Farm News 5.
Farm News 5 is brought to you by Ford.
June is National Dairy Month, and we celebrate Michigan's dairy industry with a visit to one of the state's 1,200 dairy farms.
You know, when they pull in here and they can see the farm just a couple hundred feet away, and you know, the petting zoo is obviously a huge draw for us, and especially with it being free, you know, we're not only just a ice cream shop. We know we're drawing about an hour and a half away because you know, a family will spend a whole afternoon here.
Family-owned and operated MOOville Creamery milks close to 200 Holsteins at its Nashville, Michigan location, producing their own ice cream, cheese, and butter, and bottling their own milk, all of which is now A2A2 milk, following a 3-year effort to transition cows carrying the A1 protein out of the herd. A2 milk is reportedly easier for consumers to digest compared to milk containing the A1 protein.
When we finally got to that point when the entire herd was at A2A2, it was 2 weeks prior to COVID, so we were very excited. It was a 3-year project, and then COVID hit. So the sales actually kind of went crazy because everyone needed bread, milk, and so a lot of grocery stores were picking up. So it was kind of skewed for the numbers for a few months there, but we are processing more milk than we were prior to having A2A, than not being A2A2 before. We're milking 215 right now, and we got room for more if the market demands it too. So we're kind of ready if anything happens, but yeah, it's definitely increased, and like my dad said, from 2 years ago, we're up 25% in bottling milk, and yeah, we also make ice cream, but bottling and selling milk is it's kind of exciting for us because that's a market that's trending the other way, and to be able to grow it's pretty exciting and rewarding. We've heard a lot of people through reviews and just one-on-one conversations of they have MOOville for the first time and they're super excited, and we have grandpas come back that grew up on the farm and they have cream-lined milk and they say this is like how it used to taste out of the tank, and that's awesome for us because that's the way we like our milk too. So it was pretty exciting. And then A2A2 with people who are like, I haven't had to have milk for years, and then are able to have dairy again and to be comfortable, and just it's really awesome to hear those testimonies come back.
MOOville Creamery is in the midst of peak ice cream season. The dairy will produce close to 4,000 gallons over the course of 2 days in order to meet growing demand at their 4 retail locations and other ice cream shops across the state.
Typically in a day we'll make 5 or 6 flavors. Well, this time of the year we're making a lot of 3-gallon pails for our own ice cream shops as well as the wholesale side of things. We're also pushing a lot of half gallons as well. So yeah, it's June, July, and August. That's when we're really cranking out the ice cream for sure. So we're kind of at that sweet spot where we should feel pressure in the summer being an ice cream company, and we definitely do. But we feel good where we're at, and you know, this month we'll probably make close to 20 to 25 plus thousand gallons of ice cream. So Sea Monster's probably taken over our #1 slot for bestseller, and it's probably one of my favorites.
Visit MOOville.com to find ice cream shops featuring Sea Monster or any other of MOOville's popular ice cream flavors. Coming up, U.S. and Canadian growers team up to form Great Lakes Yen.
There's torque. Then there's 1,050 pound-feet of available best-in-class torque. There's towing. Then there's up to 37,000 pounds of available best-in-class towing. There's backing up a trailer. Then there's backing up with available class-exclusive Pro Trailer Backup Assist. In other words, there are trucks, and then there's the new Ford Super Duty, the most capable heavy-duty pickup truck ever built.
Wheat growers and universities here in Michigan and across the border in Canada are teaming up to gather data on yield potential. The Great Lakes Yield Enhancement Network will focus on the Great Lakes growing region and how to improve winter wheat yields.
So we learned about the Yield Enhancement Network from some colleagues in the United Kingdom who had spoken at a couple of our conferences and our webinar series about this Yield Enhancement Network that they have over there. They started their network in 2012, and they have over 400 growers participating in it now. And what they have done is they've learned a tremendous amount about how wheat grows and grows and develops, as well as what are some of the things that the farmers need to be doing to try to push yields a little bit higher and be a little more environmentally sound and increase the profitability at the farm level.
Every farm involved in the international partnership will share soil, tissue, and whole plant resources to compare and contrast what is working and what isn't.
And all that information, all the agronomics that they put into growing the crop, we have a database that they plug that stuff into. That information at the end is all compiled and then reported back to each participant with their information that is, private for them. So they see where their numbers are, but then they can also see where they are in relation to everybody else that's in the project. And then at the end, once we have the reports generated and sent back, we do plan to have a networking event where we'll bring the farmers, the agronomists, the scientists, everybody together, share some results, what did we learn, and have a chance for them to network and talk with each other about things that they've tried on their farm. In addition to this, we're going to calculate their theoretical maximum yield potential, and that is based on the amount of available water, the amount of sunlight energy, and then how well their plants are able to capture that energy or those resources and then convert that to yield. And then once you have this theoretical maximum yield, you can see, okay, in their yield contest field, how did they actually do? And then what percent of that theoretical maximum yield did they achieve? And then what are possibly some of the reasons why maybe they got the percentage of theoretical maximum yield that they did? What I hope that growers get out of participating in this Great Lakes Yield Enhancement Network is a greater understanding of wheat production and the impacts of different management strategies on how to achieve high yields.
The Great Lakes Yen hopes to have close to 100 farmer participants in the first year of the program. Applications are available now and will be accepted through July 5th. To learn more, visit greatlakesyen.com. Up next, AFBF wants the EPA to reconsider its repeal of the Navigable Waters Protection Rule.
At Farm Bureau Insurance, the experience you get with our local trusted advisors is different. From financial security to a helping hand, Farm Bureau understands the experience matters. Find an agent who can protect what matters to you.
The head of the EPA announced this week the agency will repeal the 2020 Navigable Waters Protection Rule, which removed federal pollution oversight from tributaries of well-known waterways. American Farm Bureau Federation President Zippy Duvall called on the EPA to rethink its decision and not burden farmers and ranchers with overreaching regulations. He said farmers and ranchers care about clean water and preserving the land, which is why they supported the rule in the first place. Houston's Cow Camp in McBain is the home of this year's Michigan Cattlemen's Association Summer Roundup, June 17th through the 20th. The event will include a variety of family-focused activities, entertainment, and learning opportunities for all ages. A beef quality assurance training and recertification program will be held Saturday, June 18th, and is free for all MCA members. Registration and event details can be found at micattlemen.org. For more news and videos, visit MichiganFarmNews.com or the Michigan Farm Bureau channel on YouTube. With Farm News 5, I'm Janelle Gross. Have a great week of farming.